Hello guys, welcome back, and in this video I want us to see how to add validation in LiveWire, alright? How to add validation in LiveWire. In LiveWire there is two ways to add validation. Number one is you add validation directly to the properties, and number two, you can use the rules method or the rules action to add validation. We'll see both. So for now, let us start with the action one or the method one. So you define a method by the name function rules, all right? And then this rule guys has to return an array, all right? And inside here you will specify the validation that you want. So in our case, I'll just say that I want the name, in our case here, to be required, like that. That is enough for now. And also the description to be required. So the normal Laravel validation, then of course we need to do this. And then now inside your method that you are saving data, you need to call this validate internal livewire action or method that is used to validate the data that you want to save, all right? And of course now when I go to the create to do here, now I need to pass, or I need to specify if there is any error. So I'll use the normal Laravel error. So if we have error by the name, then I'll say at end error. Of course, here I can say now I want to pass a paragraph and I want to have a class here. Maybe let us say it will be text danger, I believe, or something like that, and then it will be text extra small, and maybe padding top I can give it maybe 2. All right, so I'll copy this, and of course here we need to display the message from the error. All right, so like that. And then also I'll go down here, I'll paste this guy here, and this ought to be description, and here I'll do like this, and of course we'll display the message. So I'll do like that. So let us refresh our code and see what it will give us here. So we have our code here. So close this and submit this data. If now we submit, so you see now it throws this error: the name field is required, the description field is required. All right, so this is really nice, and this is a live validation. It doesn't reload the page. And for example, if I type something here, you submit, so now we have the description field is required. And if I say I'm misspelling walking, this is funny, say description, maybe take a walk around the beach, and submit this. Now the error is gone. That is because I've provided the data. So when I go to the database, we have now the description here. So that is the first way you can validate your data. So the second way is that when you go inside here, what I like doing is that when I have maybe just 2 public properties and not much data, you can use this, just say hashtag, and then you say validate, and then you pass rounded bracket, and then you just pass the required guy now inside here. So required like this, can just copy this and just paste this guy here. Okay, and then now we don't need this rules method. All right, so what I usually do is that maybe I have 2 or 3 variables, or even 5. I usually just use this this validate guy here instead of using the method, because I think it is much cleaner. So if I go back to the code now, if I do a refresh here, so now if I try to submit, this will do the same thing. It will validate this data the same way. Yeah, you see, now we have validation. And so guys, that is how you add validation to LiveWire, right? So with that, let us meet on the next lesson.